Welcome back. If it is joining us, you're watching the news at 10, coming to you live on Channels Television here in Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Celebrations galore as different groups continue to celebrate the return of President Muhammadu Buhari from London after over 100 days of medical vacation. Explosion kills 2 in Yobe as travelers run into Boko Haram insurgents along Damaturu-Biu Road in Yobe. Police open investigations into the murder of Governor Samuel Otom's aide in the early hours of today. And South Africa's government grants diplomatic immunity to Zimbabwe's First Lady Grace Mugabe, which allows her to leave the country without answering questions about an assault allegation. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our websites, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device, logging on to m.channelstv.com, or you can download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. A reminder here that having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have access to the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Just install the app and tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Speaking of which, let's talk about some of the pictures that you sent into our Eyewitness portal. We begin with this one. It's from Onitsha-Abuja Road, showing the deplorable state of the road, which our Eyewitness reporter says connects many southeast states to the federal capital city. He says what bothers him most about the road is that it was constructed not long ago. He wants a permanent solution to the problem. Staying with roads is this one from Ogun State. It's a road which our Eyewitness reporter says needs urgent government attention. Here in Lagos comes our next image, showing a dilapidated street gates at Isheri Gondo Road in Alimosho area of Lagos. Our Eyewitness reporter wants this demolished quickly to avert disaster. So here's where our journey ends. A final photo from Cross River State showing a dilapidated bridge, which our Eyewitness reporter says is located in Ngokpo. This bad bridge is set to link 4 communities in Obudu area of the state. Thanks for sending in those pictures, and please keep them coming. You are our eyes out there. In other news now, at least 2 persons have been killed, 3 others injured as explosive devices went off early this morning along the Damaturu-Biu Road in Yobe State, northeast Nigeria. The explosion is believed to have been embedded along the road by the terrorist group Boko Haram. A military source told Channels Television that the travelers took off from Damaturu on their way to Biu local government area, which is 12 kilometers away from Damaturu, the Yobe State capital. That was when they encountered the Boko Haram terrorists midway into their journey. A source said the militants opened fire indiscriminately on the travelers who, in an effort to escape, stepped on explosive devices, which went off, killing 2 people on the spot. The injured are said to have been taken to the Damaturu Specialist Hospital by security forces along the road. The police has opened investigation into the assassination of the Principal Special Assistant to Governor Samuel Otom on knowledge, economy and investment in the early hours of today at his Bipik Niman residence in Makurdi. The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Bashir Makama, who suspects the killing to be a planned assassination, informed Channels Television that the wife of the governor's aide, who was also shot during the attack, is being stabilized by a medical team at an undisclosed hospital. They've promised to hunt down the perpetrators. Governor Otom, who speaks through his chief press secretary while visiting the home of the late aide, lamented the killing and vowed to punish those behind it.
Dr. Tavishima Adiru was one of his most trusted aides, a man who, whenever he was given any assignment, did his assignments diligently and selflessly. One of the men who have anchored the economic team of the state. So the governor is saddened and he condemns this killing and he's urging security agencies to move in swiftly and investigate this matter and bring the culprits to justice.
Investigation has commenced. First and foremost, we need to know what is the motive about. What is it? Why would he be killed? Since it is not robbery, if it is robbery, fine, we'll also find out. We have to identify what motive it is, and in this case, it's intelligence-led investigation, not the normal, how many people have you arrested, what is the police doing. We are analyzing his phones, we are checking his calls, and all those relevant information we can lay our hands on at the time being. His daughter was in the house as well, in her own room, while the mother is still on intensive care, so she has to talk to us by the time she stabilizes, even though the doctor has also confirmed to me that she's stable.
The Rivers State Police Command has arrested a university undergraduate who allegedly killed an 8-year-old girl for ritual purposes. The arrest of the suspect came less than 24 hours after the heinous crime that has left the family of the child in pains. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ere reports.
A curious crowd at the headquarters of the Rivers State Police Command in Port Harcourt. Journalists, police officers and other persons tried to catch a glimpse of the man suspected to be behind what can be described as a disturbing crime. Lying before the suspect is the body of an 8-year-old girl whom he allegedly lured into his room, raped and killed, and then went on to cut off vital organs from her body.
They alerted our men responded, we got him arrested and then interrogated him, after which he confessed to have killed her, raped her, killed her, and then got her vital organs for purposes of ritual. So he's here with us. The organs have been recovered and are here with us for your sighting.
The father of the girl, who describes the suspect as his cousin and neighbor, is still in shock.
He dragged with the vigilante, even he bite the vigilante on the laps. They have a big battle. When the man happened to call, they reinforce. Then they caught him and tied him. Maybe it's the vigilante that called the police. My reaching there, I saw the police. Then when I looked at the sack, I said, "Where's my daughter?" They showed me the sack bag. As I opened it, I saw my daughter. I peep, I watch very quiet. The 2 eyes are off. The tongue is off. One of the breast is off. Yeah. The 2 fingers, the small one, is off. Yeah. And if you watch at the center here, he carved out here. I start shouting. So this is not ordinary. This boy decided to use my child for a ritual.
The suspect is reluctant to speak, but the police authorities here have sent a note of warning to parents and guardians to be very mindful of the whereabouts of their children and wards, and to be watchful of everyone. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, here in Lagos, the state government has confirmed the death of 12 persons in a boat mishap, which occurred early this morning in Ilashe area of the state. The managing director of the Lagos State Waterways Authority, Engineer Abisola Kamson, in a statement attributed the incident to overloading of passengers on a banana boat and operation of illegal jetty. Engineer Kamson said 4 victims of the mishap who were rescued are already receiving treatment at a nearby hospital. Our search and rescue operation is still ongoing. While commiserating with the families of those who lost their loved ones, the state government said the mishap had again brought to the fore the need for National Inland Waterways Authority to respect the recent verdict of the Court of Appeal, which upheld the powers of the state government to control its intra-inland waterways. At least 300 families, in Iwaya Bete community, Yaba local government area of Lagos State, are now homeless following the demolition of their houses. The exercise is believed to be carried out by officials of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning.
A large portion of debris from the demolition of hundreds of houses lie still, while the bulldozer's teeth continue to tear down more structures. This is what residents of Iwaya Abete woke up to meet in the early hours of the day. The exercise, which lasted for hours, is believed to have been carried out by officials of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning, with members of the State Task Force providing security backup. Many are still in shock over the magnitude of the demolition as they contend to hold back tears. Some left to pick up pieces of what is still useful of their belongings. Residents claim they were not notified ahead of the demolition exercise.
No notice! It's sudden! It's sudden, no notice. This morning we wake up on our bed. As I was here, I have not bathed this morning. We saw caterpillar and bombard of police started to destroy our house without any notice from anywhere.
The land is also believed to be in dispute among 3 communities, including the University of Lagos.
We brought it from LA for more than 20 years now. We are in this land. So, and this land is in case. It's a court case.
Unilag, LA, and Loloto were being caught since 1997, and then we are seeing court. The court has not judged the case, as I'm talking to you now.
Are you okay?
In a telephone conversation, the chairman of the Lagos State Task Force explains that the land belongs to the University of Lagos and that the residents had been informed to leave the area before the exercise.
That land belongs to the University of Lagos. They have stabbed them for the past 9 months now, and at that place, Lagos is moved. So now the government has taken over. The legislation to clear the chances. So we only provided security backup. It's Ministry of Physical Planning. So if you have any information you need about that place, see the Commissioner for Physical Planning. You keep it posted.
At the time of this report, the Commissioner for Physical Planning could not be reached for his response. What is paramount for these residents now is to get somewhere at least to lay their heads while they await a better explanation to the action.
Youths in Ogun State have been challenged to make themselves available for the various opportunities provided by the state government. The state governor, Ibikuli Amosun, who met with youth engaged in the 2017 summer camp, asked children to shun violence and continue to live together in peace and harmony, irrespective of tribe and religious affiliations.
All these things that we are doing, it is for you. Because in the next 20, maybe 25 years, maximum 30 years time, I'm sure that some of you will be where we are here, directing the affairs of the state. And we want to make sure that you are well developed. You cannot give what you don't have. And that is why we make it a point of duty to make sure that you are well groomed, you are well trained, you are well exposed, so that tomorrow I've defined it, 20, 25, maximum 30 years, you will be those that will be running the show, not just of Ogun State, but for this, our Nigeria as a country. So I pray that maybe in the next 30 years, maybe one of you seated here will be the president of this, our great country.
When the News at 10 returns, our community report tonight takes a look at the state of infrastructure facilities in Belebiri community in Bayelsa State.